Today we're going to attempt to change a fuel pump on a 2002 Toyota Tundra V6 engine. We're going to brace this up. We need a 14 millimeter wrench to take these brackets off that are supporting it. One here and one down there, right there. It goes down right there and under. It's like a strap, a metal strap. And then but before we do that, we have to support this. So you could use a 2x6. I did this before in my van. This is my dad's truck. I have a Chevy 30-gallon, and I use a 2x6. Here I have a 1x6 available, and I have about a quarter tank, which is about 5 gallons of gas in here. I think this will suffice, but we're gonna stick this one by. You want a large piece of wood like that. That's about a 4-foot piece of wood. That way you can spread the weight. And we're gonna put it under like that with the jack underneath it. And then once we loosen the bolts, we'll lower it down. Okay, we're gonna loosen the rear nut. We got this one that's supporting the gas tank. We already put the 1x6 under there. Okay, we're gonna loosen this. This is the one in the back. We're gonna go ahead and take this one out. And then we're gonna do the same thing in the front. So, got my little impact wrench there with my adapter. Okay. It's one side down, one side to go. Alright, now we're gonna remove the gas lines so we could drop the tank and pull it out. You're gonna need this tool right here. It's a little plastic tool. They sell them at Discount Auto Parts, and how this works is you stick it around the pipe like this. It goes around. This is, I already popped it off, but this gas line, when you click it in, it snaps in. And this has the function of, it's like a wedge. You stick it in there like so. I already popped it out, so I'm not gonna pop it back in, but you stick it in there, and when you push in, it pops this out. So that's what I did. I took that one out. That one's disconnected. We gotta take this. We gotta take a pair of pliers. I could do this one with my hand. We'll go ahead and disconnect this, slide it back, pull this hose out, pull that hose out right there, and then we could drop the tank. Alright, we got this. We're gonna stick this, get a pair of pliers and break it loose, and then pull it out. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Pair of pliers, break that loose, and then we should be able to pull it out. It's seized on there, so we just gotta break it loose a little bit. Alright, now we gotta disconnect the hose that goes from the gas, where you fill it up, from underneath here. That's where the hose come in through. That's a 10 millimeter bolt. We gotta loosen that, and then we gotta loosen this line as well. And we'll go ahead and loosen that. Alright, we got the clamp loose. Nice and loose. Again, these things are seized up, so you just gotta twist it a little bit and break it. I already broke it, and then just pull out. Be careful you don't get any debris in the hose. And we're gonna do the same thing with the with that other hose right there. We're gonna break it loose with the pliers like we did earlier, and then we're gonna pull it out. All right, last thing we want to do, disconnect the connection clip. That's the that provides the electricity to the water pump. I'm gonna disconnect that clip, then we can pull the gas tank out. Alright, I had a little problem taking this out, so I just used a pair of channel locks. Got it right there to squeeze it and pulled it right out. Alright, we got the gas tank out. We had to jack up the car there a little bit. We had to jack it up to slide the car out, but now that we got it out, we're just gonna take these bolts out and remove the pump and install it back in. It might be that one there. I gotta check it out. Alright, you want to clean this out real good. I took a wet rag and I wiped this around here, the top of this. You don't want any debris going in there. Then I took my air hose. Took my air hose and I dried it off like that. Now you're going to take a 8mm wrench and loosen all the bolts, and we could get to the pump. We're going to disconnect the gas line from here and slide this in, push in, and it should pop out. And disconnect this line here as well. Alright, we're going to connect this filter to the bottom of the pump. It goes like that. You snap it in. And then we're going to connect, this is the pump here. We're going to take all this out. This one, these two clamps, the hoses. It's very simple. And then we'll disconnect this here. I'll take these out and then we'll snap everything back together. Alright, we're gonna take this, I already took this out, but we slid it here. Now we're just gonna push down on this and it just comes right out. Alright, I had a hard time getting that in because of the plastic, so I just dipped it in a little bit of gas and it went right in. We're just gonna slide this hose in there. Slide it in here. Again, if it gives you a hard time, just dip it in the gas and it should slide in nice and easy. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and slide this clamp up in here before we forget. Okay, we're gonna attach the filter to the pump like that, and then we're gonna put this little washer in the bottom there like that. It'll prevent it from coming out. Alright, this is the isolator. This goes in like that. Make sure it's seated in there nicely. On this side as well. We're going to slide this in here. And then we're going to sit that. Just go seat it in there like that. You got to slide that. I have to cut this hose a little bit to get it in there, and then we'll clamp it down. Don't forget to put your clamp in there So then after you make your connection, you just slide it over and connect it in. Okay, we got it all connected. We connected the switch here. That's the last thing we did. Everything is assembled. It's seated well on there. We put the 2 clamps on, and it's ready for reinstallation. This is the float. The way this goes, you hold the float there, you drop it in, and it goes inside this bracket right here. Inside here, it goes on that side of the bracket. There's like a little basket in there. It goes on that side in there. Make sure your gasket, your rubber gasket in there is seated well. You want to tighten these in a pattern. You don't want to go clockwise. What you want to do, you want to tighten this one, and you tighten this one here. You're doing cross patterns. You get those pretty snug. Then you go to this side. Go to that side. And you go in the other 4 corners. Alright, we're gonna do everything in reverse fashion now. This, we just snap it in there. We slide this hose in there and connect everything back together. Okay, we just pushed the tank underneath the car. Now we got it positioned close, and we're gonna lower it down. Alright, now we're gonna connect this back on there. We're gonna connect all the hoses up here. But right now, all we're gonna do is jack it up a little bit more and connect this, connect the pump back in there. All right, we got the tank up. You gotta, when you putting this in, you gotta play with the tank, move it around, make sure it's seated in there. Once you do that, now you're ready to put your straps back on. That goes in there like that. I'm gonna have to, you're just gonna have to just reassemble everything. I'm not gonna be able to record that because I'm gonna need both arms, both hands to manipulate this thing. But it's pretty much redoing what you undid earlier. This strap and the next strap over there. Connect your 3 lines, and then connect your gas lines back up. All right, we're gonna connect the lines together again. This line goes in the middle line. This line goes here, up here. I'll slide that in, and this line goes there. I'll slide that in. Once we get it seated in there well, we're gonna slide the clamps down, slide this clamp up, and push this in until we get a click. Okay, we're installing the lines again. This line, you just push it in until it clicks. These lines here, you slide them in. These lines, they have a stop right there. You want to pull, you want to push, you want to insert your hose all the way in there until it stops. Then slide your clamp up and lock it down like you did earlier. Same thing with this. You slide your hose in all the way until it hits the stop, and then slide your clamp and clamp it down. Yeah. Once again, we're over here on the side of the truck. We're gonna install the hoses, and we're on the underside here. I just slid the hose back in there. If you gotta wiggle it in there, that's fine to get it in. Make sure your clamps are there. I got my clamp back here. I slid it to the remember the pipe has that little kink in it where it's kind of like the stop. You want to insert the hose all the way to there, and then make sure your clamps are always in there. And just tighten them down. And we were able to crank up the truck. The issue with this truck was that it wasn't turning on. The engine would turn over. We thought it was a starter. It wasn't a starter because it was turning over. We changed the battery. The battery was old anyhow, so we went ahead and changed it. It wasn't it. The battery was dead, by the way. So we put a new battery in. We changed the fuel filter. We went the cheaper route. We tried to do a process of elimination. Well, we did do a process of elimination. We went with the fuel filter first. It was 20 bucks. Put it in there, it didn't crank up. We decided to drop the tank and change the fuel pump, and that ended up being the problem that we had. We just turned the truck on a little while ago, and this is the last thing. I actually forgot to reinstall this hose, which is no biggie. Yeah, this is the last things we got to do. Connect these two hoses, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.